guys. Alright, so I thought I would do a video briefly, maybe not briefly, I'm not sure, on dyslexia. So this is something I've actually wanted to talk about on here a bit more, because I haven't. I'm dyslexic. It's something I've had to deal with my entire life. I didn't know, but I have had to deal with it my entire life. And as I work online, I have social media, I write posts, several posts a day. I make a lot of mistakes, so I have a lot of questions about it. I get a lot of messages about my spelling mistakes, and I got a somewhat rude one today. So it kind of made me want to talk about it a little bit about what dyslexia is, what it's like to have it, and about how much people suck. No, not really, but just a little bit about it. So if you don't know what dyslexia is, it's basically a disorder? I'm not sure exactly, but it's something with our brains. Our brains are just, they work differently. They're wired differently, and it's raining. Anyway, they are wired just a little bit differently, and there is so much more to dyslexia than people think. So you've got the typical things that people think about when they think of dyslexia. We have trouble reading and writing. Hence the reason I have a lot of spelling mistakes on Waste Free Planet. Hence the reason I get a lot of messages. But we have trouble reading and writing. It's different for each person, so please don't say everything I'm saying. Not everyone who's dyslexic has these symptoms. My story, my symptoms are unique to me. They're common within dyslexic people, but they are what I deal with on a daily basis. And if there's someone next to me who has dyslexia, their story, their symptoms, and what they deal with on a daily basis is very different to mine. So please keep that in mind. We are not all the same. I also have a feeling I have a few other things, and not just dyslexic, but I haven't been diagnosed correctly, in my opinion. So who knows? But basically, we have trouble reading and writing. The words move. So what a lot of people think of when they think of dyslexia is words moving all around the page. I don't know if it works like that. I don't have that problem of them moving everywhere. I don't even know if that actually happens. Whether it's as severe as like the media says it is. But the words move. So for me, the words are in place, but they're the words are always kind of moving in spot, just like a little kind of vibrating. The edges are really blurry. I find it really hard to concentrate on the words. And this causes me to have headaches. I get dizzy basically every single day. Especially if I'm doing a lot of reading, which is basically every day because that's what I do. I have headaches. I'm dizzy. There's not much I can do about it because I'm trying to focus on these words so much. Another thing that a lot of people do is they write backwards. They flip their letters around. I don't really do this that much. I do notice when I don't write my letters back to front, but I do write the wrong letters. So like in the wrong place. I often skip letters, add extra letters. I do this I do this while I'm handwriting and typing. So two examples of something that I do a lot that I have noticed and other people have told me is I spell the and incorrectly without a doubt almost every single time. So I flip the letters around. So I believe I flip the E and H, so I spell it T-E-H, and I flip the D and the N, so I spell and A-D-N. Basically every single time. They're just two examples. Obviously there's a lot more to it than that. I also have trouble pronouncing words, so I will read it how it looks, basically, and I will spell it how it sounds. It's just how my brain works. I can't figure it out any other way. If it sounds like this, I'm going to write it like that because that's logical. Anyway, that's just the way my brain works. I have a lot of trouble. Hang on, where was my laptop turned off? I have a lot of trouble with grammar. See if I can find this list. That's a really crappy list. Huh. Anyway, we have a lot of trouble. Sorry, I was reading something off my computer off a website, but it's a crappy website. Just a lot of trouble with spelling and grammar and stuff like that. But there's a lot more to it than that as well. So we have trouble with distance, being able to understand how much distance we actually have. I don't drive because of this reason. I have trouble reading the signs, but I also, I have a lot of trouble understanding how much distance I actually have, how much time I have. That car over there looks much further away than I thought it was, so I'm going to drive. And you can understand how dangerous that would be, so I don't drive. Depth perception, that's the other thing, so I think this is probably the same as distance, I don't know. But I have a lot of trouble with depth perception. I run into things a lot. Corners of things, run into them all the time. I think I have more room than what I actually do, so I end up walking into things covered in bruises, especially when I was younger because I was anemic as well. I was just always covered in bruises because I'm always running into things. Trouble with balance, I'm always falling over. Can't play sport for the life of me. Just a lot of trouble with balance. I also have a lot of trouble with my words. So getting things out from my brain out and making sense. So I basically growing up, still to this day, but not so much anymore, but I felt really stupid. I still do feel like no one understands what I'm saying, but I always feel like I don't make any sense. If you talk to me a lot, you'll notice I always add at the end of my sentences, if that makes sense. Because I'm always worried I don't make sense because I have so much trouble getting my thoughts out verbally and written down as well. The way I've explained it to someone before is like, you know, the loading symbol on the computer, the round loading symbol. I just feel like that is going on in my brain and I'm trying to get there, but I just can't quite get it. I can't quite get the words. It sucks. It really sucks. I have a lot of trouble. Sometimes I just feel like I might as well not even talk because I feel like I can't even get what I'm trying to say out. Like I feel like half the time I'm like I can't say what I want to say because I can't get it. I can't get it. And this is another reason why I talk so fast. I think I try to fill the time, so I just say more words, and I'm just go blah 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 because I'm trying to fill the time because I'm trying to figure out what's in my brain. I'm trying to get it out, so I just try to fill that space. Anyway, that's my experience with dyslexia. I grew up with teachers yelling at me. I grew up with people, a particular teacher yelling at me, telling me I didn't try hard enough. I had a lot of trouble in school. I misbehaved a lot during class. I wouldn't stop talking, and that's because I couldn't do the work. I couldn't do it. Have a lot of people messaging me on Waste Free Planet correcting my spelling mistakes. Can't help it. I plan on getting an editor at one point. I read my posts a lot, but it's extremely draining to reread your work literally like 10 times so you can try and pick up on all the mistakes because someone else has a problem with your spelling mistakes. So here's something I want to tell you guys. My spelling mistakes are my problem. Your life is not affected by my spelling mistakes. So if you see spelling mistakes, leave that person alone. Your life will keep living and you'll be fine. So just read it and move on. So thank you everyone for watching this. I hope you learned something and have a good day. Bye.